For those who could not join the live Siyum Messechet, I'm going to make a quick Siyum Messechet, and I'll send it out to a few Bechorot, just in case you cannot hook up to a live one. We're finishing off at the end of Messechet Megillah. The end of Messechet Megillah speaks about different sanctities, different holiness, for example, of the Sefer Torah, of the scroll of Megillah, etc. What can you do with them? Different items of the synagogue itself. If you sell it, what can you buy with it? And then the Gemara says you have to always increase in holiness, can't be a lower level of holiness. And then the Gemara speaks about, finishes off in regards to the handling the Sefer Torah. Amar Rabbi Parnach, Amar Rabbi Yohanan. Rabbi Parnach says in the name of Rabbi Yohanan, Kol ha'chayz Sefer Torah arom. We know that the Gemara tells us in the beginning of Messechet that a person is not permitted to handle the Sefer Torah with the bare hands. It's disrespectful, and there's also an element of Tumah, as Messechet Shabbat teaches us. That is an element of Tumah that one attracts if one does so. So one is not permitted to do so. So the Gemara says, Kol ha'chayz Sefer Torah arom, whoever grasps and touches the Sefer Torah, turns the Sefer Torah arom with his bare hands, Nikbar arom is buried bare, God forbid, without shrouds. The Gemara asks, Arom sal kadaitach? Wow, such a great punishment to be buried without shrouds. We know that there's a very important concept to be buried with shrouds after 120 years. Ela ema nikbar arom belo mitzvot. The Gemara says that a person is buried without mitzvot. Wow, buried without mitzvot. The Gemara asks, without mitzvot? What a person did for 120 years, studied Torah, put on tefillin, gave charity, did so many mitzvot, thousands and hundreds and thousands of mitzvot. For one time disrespect, he showed the Torah by turning the Sefer Torah without a cloth, with his bare hands. He's going to be buried without mitzvot. Lo mitzvot sal kadaitach. Do you mean to tell me that without mitzvot, all of mitzvot, a person loses all of the mitzvot? Ela Ram Abaye, nikbar arom belo ota mitzvah. The Gemara tells us, Abaye says, no, he will be buried without that particular mitzvah that he was associated with at the time. For example, he was reading the Torah, he was studying Torah. So those days they used to write Sfarim, either Hamisha Torah, 5 books of Moses, or 1 book at a time, Bereshit, Shemot, Vayikra, etc. And you would study it. And for example, let's say a person is reading Torah publicly. It's a great merit to read Torah publicly. So the Gemara Abaye says that if a person is rolling the Sefer Torah bare hands and handling it with bare hands, it's disrespectful. He loses that particular mitzvah, only that particular mitzvah that you were doing when you were rolling it with your bare hands, not all of the mitzvot. So that's what it means, bare of that particular mitzvah. Amar Rabbi Yanai Berei, the Rabbi Yanai Saba. Rabbi Yanai says in the name of the elderly, the great scholar Rabbi Yanai, also has the same name, Ishmei Rabbi Yanai Rabba, in the name of the great Rabbi Yanai. There were obviously a few Rabbi Yanai, and he says, Mutab Tigalel Hamitpaha, V'ali Galel Sefer. A person should roll Sefer Torah. A person should be very careful to roll the cloth around the Sefer and not to put the Sefer Torah in a way that makes it easier to put the cloth around the Sefer Torah. In other words, always be very cautious and careful to respect the Torah and wrap it up in the most respectful manner. The Gemara concludes with the Mishnah that we said that Moshe Rabbeinu taught the Jewish people about the festivals. And the pasuk that was quoted by Daber Moshe et Modeh Hashem Bnei Israel, Moshe Rabbeinu taught the Jewish people the festivals of God in its appointed time. And the Gemara asks, what do you mean it's an appointed? Moshe Rabbeinu taught the festivals. Of course he taught them. He taught them the whole Torah. Why is this pasuk comes? What does this pasuk come to tell us? It's a pshita. Moshe Rabbeinu taught them the whole Torah. It seems to be an extra pasuk. And the Gemara then answers, mitzvatan shiyu korin otan kol echad ve'echad bizmano. It's a mitzvah that a person is obligated to read about the festivals and the portions of the festivals that's written in the Torah, each one in its appropriate time. Based upon this, which means to say, as our custom is today, is to read the portions of the Torah on the festivals that are associated with a particular festival. And by extension, to study about the festival during the festival, and read the portions of the Torah, even privately. Tanu Rabbanan, our rabbis have taught, Moshe tiken lahem liYisrael. Moshe Rabbeinu established a rule for the Jewish people, or a decree, Yihiyu sho'alin dorshin b'inyano shel yom, that they should inquire and that they should expound and teach. In other words, people should ask and the teachers of Israel should teach and be ready to teach. Ilchot Pesach v'Pesach, the laws of Pesach on Pesach. Ilchot Atzeret b'Atzeret, the laws of Shavuot on Shavuot. Ilchot Hag b'Hag, and the laws of festival of Sukkot on the festival of Sukkot, which means to say that a person should study the laws and the teachers should expound the laws and the festivals and tell them the meaning of the festivals. Here we find a bit of a contradiction, because before the Gemara said that you should study the laws and teach the laws 30 days before the festival. One of the answers given is that in those days when the teacher would expound one topic, you want to, and permitted to ask him about another topic. It was disrespectful and could shame him because he prepared this topic. Can't ask him teaching you Ilchot Shabbat. Can't ask him Messechet Shabbat or Messechet Eruvin. Can't ask him about Pesach or Hagigah or Megillah or something like that. However, 30 days before, he must be prepared enough to be able to answer any questions pertaining to that festival, even though he may be in the academy teaching different laws or different Messechet. He must be ready to teach and to expand and to answer any question that is brought to his attention 30 days before any festivals. Whereas here, on the festival itself, we're obligated to teach, expand, ask, and know all of the laws and all of the obligations of the festival. We will return to you the chapter 4 Bnei Ha'ir, and we will return to you Messechet Megillah. We have concluded Messechet Megillah. I will read out the Hadran. Hadran alach Messechet Megillah v'adra chalan. Datan alach Messechet Megillah v'data chalan. Natisheminan Messechet Megillah v'datisheminan. Labamaden Ramadatate Hadran alach Messechet Megillah v'adran alach. Datan alach Messechet Megillah v'data chalan. Natisheminan Messechet Megillah v'datisheminan. Labamaden Ramadatate Hadran alach Messechet Megillah v'adran alach. Datan alach Messechet Megillah v'data chalan. Natisheminan Messechet Megillah v'datisheminan. אבל מה אדם למה עבדת תהי רצון לך אדוני למלא ותשתה תורת חמונותיהם בעולם הזה תהיה עמנו לעולם הבא חנינה בר פאפה רמי בר פאפה רחמן בר פאפה חי בר פאפה אבא מרי בר פאפה רפרם בר פאפה נחש בר פאפה סורחה בר פאפה עדה בר פאפה דר בר פאפה רבנה אדוני אלוהינו דברי תורתך בפינו ובפיות המכבד ישראל בניה אנחנו וצאצאינו וצאצאיהם מכבד ישראל כולם דשמך ולמודם תורתך שמע מויבד יגמד וזך כי לעולם היא לי לביתמי בחוקיך למען לא אבוש לעולם לא ישגע פקודך כי במחייתני ברוך אתה אדוני למדנו חוקיך אמן 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 סלע ועד מודים אנחנו לפניך אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ששמת חלקנו מיושבי בית המדרש ולא שמת חלקנו מיושבי קרנות שאנו משכימים והם משכימים אנו משכימים לדברי תורה והם משכימים לדברים בטלים אנו עמלים והם עמלים אנו עמלים מקבלים שכר והם עמלים ואינם מקבלים שכר אנו רצים והם רצים אנו רצים לחיי העולם הבא והם רצים לדבר שחת שנאמר ואתה אלוהים תורתם בזמן שחת אנשי דמים מרמה לא יחצוי מהם ואני אפתח בך ירצו מלפניך אדוני אלוהי כשם שעזרתני לסיים מסכת מגילה כן תעזרני לי להתחיל מסכתות וספרים אחרים נמצאים עם ללמוד למד לשמוע ולעשות קיים כל דברי תלמוד תורתך באהבה וזכות קטנים ומולמוים תמיד חכמים יעמוד לנו לי ולזרענו ולזרענו שלא תמות ספר התורה בפינו ובפי זרענו ובפי זרע זרענו אדוני ותקיים בנו בהתהלכך תנחה אותך בשוכבך תשמור עליך והקיצות ההיא תשיחך כי בי ירבו ימיך ובסירוך שנות חיים ורחמים בימינה בשמונה עושר בכבוד אדוני עוזם ויתן אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום תזכו לשנים רבות. חג שמח, all the best, גאולה שלמה, אמן כן יהי רצון תקף ומיד ממש.